Straight ahead on 12 News, we take to the air in exciting fashion. Hey! Meet a Maple Grove teen with her sights set on one big goal. Plus, how good are you at recycling? Hennepin County puts us to the test. But first, household memories reduced to rubble in Plymouth. 12 News starts right now. Hello and thanks for joining us. A Plymouth couple is counting their blessings after a fire destroyed their home on Monday night.
Neil and Angela Christie were both gone when the fire started and arrived home to find the roof in flames. Cassie Bonstrom reports.
Yep, it's my sparklies.
Angela Christie is remarkably calm.
I do collect art glass pendants, and it looks like some of them survived.
As she sifts through what little is left of her Plymouth home.
That's, something that I can pass along to my daughters, is a memory that survived.
She and her husband have lived in the neighborhood on Medicine Lake for 23 years.
We used to sit in the living room.
Raised 2 children here.
We had a big picture window.
A fire on Monday night, however, reduced more than 2 decades of memories into a pile of melted rubble.
I've looked for the stuff I cared about, and it's gone.
Investigators say the fire started in the back of the house and quickly spread.
Well, the wind was coming out of a direction. It was fueling or pushing the fire back into the house, which accelerates the rate of the fire growth. And that was the one thing we were up against last night.
Some more stuff, I don't know what's in it, but...
Now a restoration crew is helping the Christies salvage what they can.
You're surprisingly grateful.
There's 2 drawers from the left side of the
Yes!
And Angela's trying hard to focus not on what she's lost,
Most of the stuff is replaceable.
but on all that she still has.
The person that was helping me last night said that, she hadn't seen anybody quite so calm, but it's one of those that everybody's safe, nobody hurt, and stuff can get replaced.
In Plymouth, I'm Cassie Bonstrom, 12 News.
Investigators are still trying to determine the cause of that fire. Nobody was injured, but the Christie's pet chinchilla did not make it out alive.
Management at a Maple Grove bar faces possible charges for selling a Wisconsin beer it isn't licensed to sell. Maple Tavern was caught selling New Glarus Brewing's Spotted Cow Ale on tap. Court documents show a Maple Tavern manager went to Hudson, Wisconsin, a liquor store there, to buy several kegs of the beer. It's a felony to import alcoholic beverages for resale unless it's from a wholesaler or a brewer.
The grocery store market in Plymouth could get a little more crowded. Fresh Thyme Farmers Market plans to open a store at the corner of Highway 55 and Vicksburg Lane. Minneapolis St. Paul Business Journal reports it's part of a redevelopment project that would also include a Goodwill Easter Seals store and a Starbucks. Illinois-based Fresh Thyme doesn't follow a traditional grocery store model. Instead, it has a simple store concept with a focus on fresh produce, organic foods, and hormone-free meats. The Plymouth Planning Commission will review the proposal next month.
Osseo is working to enlarge and improve its park in the center of town. Boerboom Veterans Park is right across from City Hall, and it may nearly double in size and add play equipment. Expansion has been in the city's plans for years. The park is also right across the street from an apartment complex now under construction that will eventually be home to as many as 300 people.
Since we've had more and more residents moving right on downtown, right on literally kitty corner from the park, it's kind of a good time to make those realizations happen.
The city owns 3 of the 4 homes currently on the property for park expansion. Osseo hopes to buy the 4th house in the near future. In the meantime, the city will ask residents what they think the park addition should look like.
Starting next month, Brooklyn Park will have funds available for housing improvements. Roughly 50 loans for a maximum of $5,000 each will be awarded to homeowners who meet specific income requirements. Loans will be forgiven if the recipient lives at the home for 5 years from the date of the loan closing. Money comes from federal community development block grant funds.
If you're looking to make lunch plans on Wednesday, consider stopping at Granite City in Maple Grove, where the restaurant is helping a local baby who is battling liver cancer.
Wednesday the 22nd, anyone that comes into our location and mentions Clover or has this specific flyer, 20% of their total tab will go right back to Clover. And her family actually generously decided to donate all the money to the oncology floor.
Little Clover Mendez has been at Children's Hospital for the past several months receiving chemotherapy for the extremely rare cancer. Granite City decided to host Clover's Day to raise awareness of childhood cancer and bring the community together to help in the Maple Grove family's effort to fight it. Wednesday also happens to be a big milestone for Clover. It is her 6th-month birthday. You could say a Maple Grove teen is in rarefied air.
Elle Gaudette recently earned a spot on the U.S. National Aerial Ski Team and is ranked 3rd among all U.S. ladies. Reporter Sonia Goins has more on her quest to make it to the 2018 Winter Olympics.
I do a lot of weight stuff here, getting stronger for next season.
You could say every day is leg day for Elle Gaudette. We caught up with her in Osseo for weight training. She works out at least 2 hours a day, 6 days a week.
Lots of squats, a lot of leg lift, core work.
17-year-old Elle is no stranger to hard work. We caught up with her a year and a half ago while she trained on a trampoline. Elle combined her love for gymnastics and her passion for skiing to become an exceptional aerial skier.
I loved skiing before I started aerial, so to be doing it every day is like a dream come true to me.
Elle just finished her 2nd competitive season and had a breakout year. She took 2nd place at the Europa Cup in Switzerland. She also got a bronze medal at the Freestyle Junior Cup in Italy and is now ranked 3rd in the world for ladies 20 years old and under.
Competing against some girls that went to the last Olympics and stuff, and just to be on that podium this year was huge for me.
Soaring to extreme heights actually doesn't come easy for Elle.
I am afraid of heights, but when you're up there, you don't really have time to be afraid. Your mind's on other things.
She says she got over that fear by believing in herself.
It's all confidence. It's a big mental game too for me. So if I'm confident, I know I can do it.
She now has her eyes set on the 2018 Winter Olympics and will start training next month with the U.S. National Aerial Team.
It's actually a really big step for me, so I'm super excited. One of my goals that I've been working on for the past 2 years.
In Osseo, Sonia Goins, 12 News.
Elle is also scoring high marks in school. She has a tutor year-round and earns A's and B's. And that's one of those, wow, how do you do it kind of things, isn't it?
Around, that's right.
Well, coming up, the benefits of chiropractic care, but it's not for everyone. We'll take a look next in Health Check.
And then a little bit later, Park Center and Osseo renew their rivalry on the softball diamond. We'll have the highlights in sports.
But first, say it ain't snow. Yes, snowflakes were seen Tuesday. The cooler weather sticks around again on Wednesday. In health news, Minnesota, keep doing what you're doing. Neighboring states, you have work to do. A report released this week shows Minnesota made progress against rising obesity rates. According to the State Department of Health, the obesity rate in Minnesota is less than 26%. Compare that to neighboring states, which range from 29 to 31%. The national rate is about 29%. The state's health commissioner says obesity is a complex condition with many contributing factors, but research shows diet and exercise are key. Conventional wisdom has taught people that if you have neck and back pain, to go to a chiropractor, but there are other advantages as well.
In today's Health Check, Delane Cleveland explores some of the ways people of all ages can benefit from chiropractic care.
I would say certainly anyone will find some benefit coming in and getting adjusted.
These days,
Good.
Dr. Philip Detlefson is a busy man.
We literally can't take anyone more.
As a constant stream of people visit Great Lakes Chiropractic in Maple Grove during Patient Appreciation Week.
Love this.
Tuesday, visitors received the gift of free spinal adjustments.
This is the best kind of adjustment right here.
It's a love that stems from a chiropractor's ability to relieve pain by realigning the spine.
So chiropractic's good at helping people get out of pain, but it's even better at helping your body function properly.
I kind of do preventative chiropractic, get adjusted. He works on my shoulders to make sure that I don't get injured while competing.
An adjustment to help the body function properly is something CrossFit athlete Ali DeRoma of Plymouth knows a little something about.
If they're really tight, then I don't have full range of motion.
Chiropractors say even the youngest patients can benefit from an adjustment in ways that people might not realize.
Actually, he has a double ear infection right now, and that's the reason that I wanted to get him to adjusted today.
In other words, Chiropractors say that when patients come in for adjustments, the body functions better. As a result, people can see improvement in their overall health.
They might sleep better, they have better energy, they don't get sick as often. Things like allergies can get better, asthma, even chronic type digestive problems.
The various benefits are one of the main reasons why top athletes like Elle come in once a week, and it's a routine that will continue for years to come.
Once you kind of start seeing a chiropractor, you realize how good you feel. And even if I stopped doing competitive sports or competitive CrossFit, I would still come in.
In Maple Grove, Delane Cleveland, 12 News.
Meantime, experts say chiropractic care isn't for everyone, such as patients with osteoporosis and nerve damage. There is also conflicting evidence questioning whether chiropractic care is an effective treatment for problems other than those related to the spine. Coming up, what we're forgetting to do when it comes to recycling.
But first in sports, Armstrong battles Osseo-Park Center in a boys lacrosse thriller. John Jacobson is in next. Kind of a chilly night for lacrosse, but a really good back and forth game here.
Two pretty good teams, and yeah, it was kind of back and forth, lead changing hands. It was a good one in the cold. The Armstrong and Osseo-Park Center boys lacrosse teams were one game apart in the middle of the Northwest Suburban Conference standings last spring. They played a good one on a chilly night at Park Center High School Monday. Highlights from this one: Armstrong's Eric Evans sets up Justin Blando for the goal just 12 seconds in for a 1-0 lead. Still in the first minute, Joe Poprel goes up high with a shot for the first of his 5 goals. The Falcons lead 4-1 after a quarter. Final seconds of the first half, nice passing for Osseo-Park Center. Damon Lingeson scores. OPC trails 5-2 at the half. And they come out strong in the third quarter. Boone Almquist rifles a shot in, and they were then 6-5 after 3. The fourth quarter is a wild one. Almquist bounces a shot home from the front of the net, and Osseo-Park Center leads 7-6. Armstrong comes back. Nathan Borwick's turnaround shot just goes under the crossbar and in, and it's tied 8-8. A minute later, Borwick picks it up from the scrum and tucks in a close shot for a 9-8 lead. Poprel adds 2 more late, and Armstrong wins 11-8. They are now 3-0. While neither Armstrong nor OPC is ranked in the top 10 in the Coaches Association rankings, 2 other boys lacrosse teams are. Wayzata and Champlain Park are both in the top 10 this week. 2-time defending state champion Eden Prairie is ranked first, with Prior Lake second, Bloomington Jefferson third, and then Wayzata fourth. The Trojans finished third in the state last year. Rounding out the top 10 are East Ridge, White Bear Lake, Rosemont, Matamidi, Egan, with Champlain Park ranked 10th. The Rebels made a state tournament for a second straight year in 2014. After starting 0-2, the Park Center softball team had won 2 straight games heading into their home game against district rival Osseo. The Orioles looking for their first win of the spring. Taylor Bridgman's ground ball getting through for Osseo. Courtney Calkins scores, and it's 1-0 Osseo in the top of the first. Bottom of the fourth, the Pirates get the sticks going. Kristen Audette stroking the single to the left to score Shaylee Martinson, and it's 3-1 Park Center. 2 batters later, Jillian Rosby rips a hit pass short. That scores Audette and Morgan Sherba, and the Pirates are up 5-1. More hitting in the bottom of the 5th. Martinson bloops a hit over the second baseman to score Naomi Fields. And Park Center goes on to win 6-2. It's the first of 4 games scheduled this week for the Pirates. Maple Grove's baseball team beat Spring Lake Park Monday to improve their season's record to 5-1. One of the Crimson's top players is 2-sport athlete Isaac Collins. He's featured on this week's Sports Jam show on Channel 12. Here's a clip from that story.
Isaac for us has been a nice infield player in that he's so athletic, good speed, quickness. He's got the ability to run bases.
We ask him to do everything. I mean, if you look at us as a team, he plays offense, he plays defense, he's our returner. Sometimes I put him at quarterback, sometimes I put him, he's our holder, and so he's such a good athlete. We just want to get him in every spot that we can to allow us the best chance to succeed because he's that good.
Which sport is his favorite? It depends on if you ask him in the spring or in the fall.
I mean, it's kind of cliche, but it kind of is. Like right now, baseball is my passion, but once it comes football season, football will be my passion, and it'll be hard to choose one over the other, but we'll see.
On the baseball diamond, Isaac is the starting shortstop and the Crimson's #2 hitter in the lineup. Got a good bat and maybe even a better glove. Hitting Collins up with it. Quick throw to second on to first. Double play. Now you can see the rest of that story and more on this week's Sports Jam. It's on through Wednesday at 3:30, 6:30, and 9:30 p.m. on Channel 12, and also Wednesday and Thursday mornings at 9:30. He's being recruited for both sports for college, and so I'll have to pick one or the other. Possibility he could play both, but that's tough when you get to college.
How do you do that?
Not a bad problem to have, though.
Right.
Thanks a lot, John.
Thank you, John. Coming up in honor of Earth Day Wednesday, a refresher on recycling.
We'll take a look at how we're doing and a look at ways we can improve when we come back.
Wednesday is Earth Day, and there are plenty of ways to protect the environment.
Recycling is one way, and a hands-on demonstration today served to boost efforts.
So you got to figure out which one goes where.
It's an eye-opening exercise at North Hennepin Community College as students sort recyclables from trash and organics.
Is this recyclable?
It's paper, so yes. But what if there's food on it, such as a pizza box or microwavable container?
So you can't recycle anything that has food on it. So if you spill some on the paper, then it is definitely trash.
When it comes to recycling in our own households, there's always room for improvement.
The milk carton that we put in the fridge is of good quality. So, but we throw in the trash. I didn't know that. So I didn't know that was recyclable.
Each year in Hennepin County, the amount of trash that's generated is enough to fill Target Field 11 times.
We are only recycling at 40% of what can be recycled in the state. So we have a lot of room to improve, and we think, we can do it here in Minnesota.
Each small effort counts, says Patience Cazzo of Hennepin County. Take, for example, those plastic beverage caps that many of us throw away before recycling the bottle. Turns out the caps can be recycled. And while this egg carton can't be recycled, it can be composted. It can seem like a lot to sort through, but the bottom line is, do what you can.
I would say, recycle, don't worry about getting it wrong. I mean, people do the best that they can.
If you're interested in seeing a list of all the things that can and cannot be recycled, you can go to our website at 12.tv and you'll find a link within the story. The caps on the beverage, we didn't know that.
That was
I always
eye-opening.
throw that
I was,
out, but
yeah.
you can recycle that.
Just
so.
leave it on there and
That's right.
toss it.
Recycle the whole thing.
Right.
That's it for us. Thanks so much for joining us.
Stay with us. Community Corner is coming up next, and we'll see you back here again tomorrow beginning at 4.